Don't be rude. No, I'm not going to give you a question. I'm not going to give you a question.
Can you state categorically?
You are fake news.
Sir,
go ahead.
Yo, fake dudes with they fake jewels, fake boobs with the fake glutes, fake food with the paste glue, fake news talk about fake Jews. They hateful and ungrateful. They racial, why you playful? They late news, we the breakthrough. We pay dues, yeah we ate food. Left tips, left the plate chewed. Left wrist laced with straight jewels. Set trip like our lace blue. Connect with the left fist, yeah we spray tools. We set pick shooting J's too. Nothing but the net bitch, break fool. Hot hand, but we stay cool. Appetite insatiable, the sacrifice unfakeable. The afterlife inescapable. The acolytes unmistakable. You pack a light, I'm uncontainable. You stack it right, it becomes attainable. Billy status, silly rabbits, Millie Maddox, really savage. Peel your cabbage, pull the strings like Lenny Kravitz. Defy the odds and the average. Still he has it, yeah, the illest magic. When I'm willing fabric, see the illest graphics. Only things are master speed and plastered off of pills and acid. Yeah, fruits of the Islam stomp you. Gators to your face too, might kill your bitch too. Bobby Brown, Whitney in the shower for an hour. Narcotic Clive Davis history. Copyright mystery, you finna be in the seat paying me. Motion fucking picture me just to see the blind me. Stevie in the vision be Persian poem Farsi. Here see divide y'all but not we. Move like a war report Nazi. Sufi, sorcery, no gun can shoot me. No pig can see me. No fake news me. Rest in peace to Juicy. Bullets never choosy. They usually shoot through seats too. Don't forget to peep through all of your rear views. Make punks fear you. Chris been told you. Love's gonna kill you. Scorpios will thrill you. Or oil you. Anoint you with oil. Spoil you. Blood in the cement. The concrete roar you. Death to the creeps that ignored you. Fake court cased you. Life when it tore you. Evaporate dope off that oil. I believe in everything I sniff. I believe in bullets in the fifths. I believe in holes in these tricks. Fruits of that Islam stomp you till you piss. Gator to your face too. And guess what? Now it's too late to dead you and fake you with fake news.
You're attacking us. Give us a question. No, Mr. President-elect. President-elect, since you are attacking our news organization, can you give us a chance?
Your organization
You are attacking our news organization. Can you give us a chance to ask a question, sir?
Go ahead.
Sir, can you state, Mr. President-elect,
go ahead.
Can you state category?
All right. Peace to all the gods and goddesses that tune in to my channel. Subscribe and like. Share it out. Share it out to humanity. Just clearing the space in here tonight. Gonna do oracle reading for the collective. The Wisdom Keeper's Inner Guide book for oracles. Excuse my lighting. I'm waiting on my table light, ring light, whatever have you, to come in the mail. This will be my first oracle reading ever. And I'm happy that I stepped into this portal right now, in these times right now. And if I can be of help, of love to the next person, if I can be of help to healing to the next person, I appreciate that. And I would appreciate deeply if any negativity you feel is going to rise in your mind and come to your fingertips to allow you to type onto my channel, remove yourself, or just find something else to do tonight. So we're going to be shuffling. Before I would like to get started, I would like to give a shout out to Slap to Health. This is a eucalyptus and black seed honey. It's very potent, very strong. It's good for your immune system. The properties of eucalyptus, I'm sure you will find out as you research the benefits, and also the properties of the black seed oil. In here again, you can go to slaptohealth.com, and I will put that link in the description below. We have herbal teas, bronchitis teas, liquid elderberry. What else we got over here for the people? There's also prostate blends. I'm sure you will find a host of different things. as you will look into that, as you look into that in the description of that website, that is slaptohealth.com. I like to mix my black seed and honey and black seed, honey, eucalyptus into a nice mixture and add it to my tea or to my coffee at times. Actually, it's your choice. There's also Padiaco tinctures, which are also great for the immune system and to keep yourself strong in these times and alert and strengthened and your blood pumping great. Anything else that I could give to people? Basically, my start to this, to doing these oracle readings is just to help those who may be on a path or maybe on a journey and they're not too sure of how things are going. Maybe they've been displaced by their job, maybe they're getting back into their job, maybe they're getting in and out of relationships, maybe they're having children, maybe they're experiencing anxiety, maybe they're experiencing depression. Shout out Red Pill, Blue Pill, AA Rashid for the music that started this thing and it brought the life and the energy to this recording and things of that nature. But as a side note, but yeah, I've been moved by spirit, I've been moved by the divine to pull these cards for the people. And myself too. I'm a part of the collective. A lot of times I think people give readings and do oracle things and they don't really they don't really understand the science of dealing with their shadow self, dealing with the dark parts of themselves as well. They're so focused on healing the collective. Also, you can cash at me. My cash app donations are appreciated, please, to help me to continue on to give these messages for the people in the collective and to help people out in these times. Something interesting I like in this deck, and I'm reading from the Wisdom Keepers Inner Guide book, the Wisdom Keepers deck, Oracle. Author is Rose Aviera, PhD. They give you a mirror, and we look in the mirror a lot of times, and we see ourselves and an external view. But this is an inner guide. This is an inner guide to your inner strength. Your inner keys to your soul, the inner keys to your spirit, and I think that is imperative in these times. A lot of self-reflection I have done in this last year or so, I must say. A lot of a lot of heart reflections. Also, we'll be posting a heart video from the Rumi Oracle deck dealing with matters of the heart, and I believe that as we step into the love frequency in a time where so much fear is going on and unknowing, that we must be able to deal with the matters of the heart in order to truly move forward and successfully move through. Man, that eucalyptus, honey, and black seed oil mix got your boy in here sweating. But I know it's for the greater things. If I'm clean, so I'm not worried about a little bit of sweat. It's just a sign that you're cleansing and detoxing the toxins from yourself. So I would like to break these things down. Each message has 3 parts. The first part is going to be the gift or your shadow. Your gift is the gift that you're going to get from the message. The shadow, which would be the complete polar opposite. So, of happy, sad. Okay? Sunshine, rays of light, darkness. But it's important that you not look at darkness as a negative aspect. It's important that you look at darkness as an aspect of self that is actually, in my opinion, more true and just as accurate as the light. And if you really want to do really good work on yourself, you must look at your shadow self, the dark part of you that most people in humanity loves to ignore. You know, we love to ignore the dark parts of ourselves, and I think when you want to do true work, you got to work on that dark side. You got to work on that shadow side, or that side that's perceived to be hidden. So here we go. Then you have a city, which is the third aspect. The city aspect is the aspect that when we have entered a pure state of expansion and have completely surrendered our sense of separateness into the whole collective, we have entered the realm of the city. So that's like, once you have said, here's the gift in this certain circumstance, here is the shadow after we figure out the gift that we have been giving in this circumstance. Well, what's the collective science, the higher realm of science, a pure state of science that we have come to? What is the higher state of understanding that we have come to after we have explored the depths of our shadow and we have taken in the blessings of having the gift? So as I break down these stories individually, as I read them, you will be able to understand the gift, the shadow, and the city, or the overall pure state of separateness, and to be able to perceive the whole thing as a whole, the whole situation as a whole in entirety. I'm not the best shuffler. I know a lot of people are good at shuffling, but I'm decent, so I guess it doesn't really matter. It's all about the message. It's all about the message. It's all about the message, man. And that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go straight off the top. I'm going to pick 3 cards. First card, perseverance. 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 The gift that we have is perseverance. That's our gift. The opposition to perseverance, or the shadow of preserving, would be struggle. The higher science, or the city of the gift being perseverance and the shadow being struggle will be honor, and we'll be able to get to that once we have understood both the gift and the shadow. But there's a story. My older brother died when I was just a child. My mother went into a deep depression. As a boy of action, I fought with all of my might to pull her out of her grief. But her pain consumed her until she ended her own life. Her act of utter defeat was unthinkable in our land. I heard people talking, and it made me so angry my whole body shook. Not knowing what to do with the overwhelming tension I felt, I started fighting wherever and whenever I could feel my impact. I love the feeling of exerting my body. Fighting and winning gave me a sense of purpose and power, but sometimes I took my aggression out on helpless animals and my younger siblings. I became addicted to the struggle and rarely knew when to stop. So, the loss of his brother and the pain of the loss of his mother taking her life caused him to just be angry, and his outlet was just fighting any and everybody and bringing harm to things. Bringing harm to things out of anger. To the point where the lines got blurred when it was enough to chill out and not to be angry and inflict pain and harm became blurred because the emotion that was deep inside that he struggled with was so overwhelming that it clouded his reasoning power to overstand, like, yo, I need to chill, or this is too much. Maybe some can relate, maybe some can't. Not knowing, as I grew older, I became a powerful warrior with a gift for inspiring others to act, but my personal feelings often clouded my judgment. Once I led a whole army to war because someone from another village insulted my mother's honor. Many people were injured, even killed at my insistence. Just before we launched another attack, a young boy from the warrior village, the same age as my older brother, when he died, ran up to me and flung his arms around my waist out of pure desperation. He pleaded with me to end the feud, crying, "Why are we fighting? I don't understand. Why are we fighting? I don't understand." As his question penetrated my deaf ears and hardened my heart, I woke up again. I woke up. I started breathing again. I hadn't even realized just how tight my chest had been for years. He was right. I knew in that moment that if my mother were alive, she would never want me to kill anyone innocent, or any innocent people to defend her honor. There was already enough suffering and struggle in our village. And there I was, her son, fighting for everything that didn't matter. I wasn't honoring anyone. That's when I realized that deep down I'd come to believe that if I had nothing to fight, I'd disappear just like my mother did. Just like my brother. Everything changed after that. I took that sweet boy under my wings, and now we only fight for causes that are worth fighting for those that are for the good of all people and the earth. My gift to you and me and humanity and those who have tuned in. I am here to call out the sacred warrior in you. It's time to preserve, to be heroic, to be the heroic underdog. Do not give up the struggle. Just be sure that you're fighting for the right fight. Obstacles are a natural part of life. They are here to test your commitment, hone your abilities, increase your aliveness, and unleash your life purpose. It is time to embrace your defeats. Let them make you stronger, more resilient, and supple. You have the potential to turn a battle into a dance, to empower the people you love to liberate themselves from victimization. When you fight for love, not fear, everyone wins. There is no end to overthink or worry about appearing foolish. Now go find a cause you can pour into your whole heart, body, and soul. And your whole heart, body, and soul into. So, when you get these things that come upon you, and these losses, and I want to talk about losses real quick because we are in a time where I feel like the individuals and the people are going to have to accept loss at some form. If it's not the same type of money, it's not the same. Some things you're going to have to let go in that aspect. So you have to be clear enough mentally to say, what is the good fight and how can I use the warrior spirit within me? And what can I transmute this energy of anger into? In which ways can I bring other people around me up and serve humanity and use that same energy that I would use as harming people in already a terribly harmful world into a stronger fight that will serve people in this time? How can I transmute that energy? Here are some questions that you can use to contemplate. Where in life are you fighting for yourself? Does self-blame or a strong inner critic often leave you disempowered and depleted? Are you afraid of fighting even for a worthy cause? Do you tend to fight the wrong things and the wrong people? Does a combative style sometimes sabotage your relationship? So are you too combative? Or you get a friend and they're cool and you're happy that you're your friend and you sabotage a relationship because you're so angry. You don't know how to use and transmute that anger of loss, of things that you're normally used to having, of the ways that you're used to going about life because you're not used to that. You don't know how to internalize and deal with the struggle. The struggle becomes the issue for you. The struggle of not having when you know you have the luxurious, when your Wi-Fi is slower, when you got to figure out how you're going to pay this bill or pay that bill, or now you're going to have to actually study different realms of income streams to empower yourself to a higher level. That struggle, you get so angry with that, you take it out on a friend that you've known for a long period of time. You take it out on your lover, your wife, your queen, your goddess. You take it out on your king. You take it out on your children, on your pets, or your local person at the cashier's register that you just think is working there. You take that out. You tend to fight with the wrong things and the wrong people. The combative style sabotages all your relationships. So what is a cause that's worth fighting for? Should be you and I's question. Think of a time you preserved and you were glad you did. A time that you was able to take back that anger and you say, "Oh, you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy I wasn't tripping like that. I'm happy I ain't let that." What time? Go back to that experience. How did it feel? What did it require of you? What did it require of you? So the thing is that take a stand for something or someone. Honor what truly matters. So the higher science of this is honor, which is the siddhi. The siddhi. The gift is you're able to preserve. Over time, through perseverance, love, and trust, you will eventually attain victory, experience your own divinity. So when you're able to preserve yourself, when you're on the edge of anger and emotion, right? It's hard to see without that light, but I'm getting it, people. When you're able, over time, through your perseverance of love and trust, you will eventually attain the victory that you need. Experiences your own divinity, right? So your gift is to be able to preserve the pain and find what is a greater issue in your life, others' life, loved one's life, in humanity's life, and release it there in a positive realm. Take the pain and transmute the pain of loss and the anger, and do not take it out on anyone. Do not allow it to affect others. Take that pain and recognize that it's a struggle in doing that, which is the shadow part of this. And you will have the honor of saying, and the victory of saying, you know what? I'm honorable because I fought the good fight. I took the loss of life in the natural course of things, and I fought the good fight. I fought for the good fight. I didn't give in and not use perseverance. I didn't give in and lash out on my loved one who I know, in certain situations, people are really, man, I got family, all they got is their wife or their husband. That's it. People were socially distanced before social distance jumped off. So a lot of people thought in the back of their mind that they were just going to be able to easily deal with certain family, and they really realize now that the so quote-unquote world has stopped, that they're by themselves. So, if you can't handle loss and you get too angry and you can't use perseverance through the dark times, I don't know. You have to be able to transmute that energy and recognize within yourself that it's a struggle. Recognize that it's a struggle to preserve. Recognize it's a struggle in this physical realm, and pain comes a part of this physical existence that we have, and not lash out on other people, and get the honor in knowing that you fought the good fight. You have that is the point, and not to jeopardize or sabotage relationships that you have been in for years. But you were in these relationships for years through the science of perseverance. But the shadow of the perseverance is the struggle, and honor your relationships and your connections with people who love you. Honor those and fight the right fight. Baby, what can I do to make things better for us? I know that it's a struggle out here for you, melanated man, melanated woman, or anybody, but in particular. And let's work on this aspect of ourselves this week. I lost a little bit of money this week. I didn't get as many hours this week on my job, or the price of things went up, and I'm not able to do that one thing, that's luxurious to me as I used to be able to do it. I'm angry. I'm pissed about it. But you know what? Let me not take it out on you, and let me use the anger that I had about it, and I'm pissed about it. Let's use that to do something better and grander. And with that saying, peace and love. My phone is dying. I'm going to go to the second card. I'm going to pull it now, though. Revolution.